Boot camp, where the difference begins. From the cities, the suburbs, and the heartland of America, those hoping to become Marines must first do what all Marines have done.
You will do what you're told to do, when you're told to do it, how you're told to do it, and without question of authority. Do you understand that? Yes, sir!
They must complete a rigorous 12-week training regimen that will test them to their limits both physically and mentally. As their hair is shed, so too is their individuality. They will now be trained to act as one. This is where future members of the silent drill platoon first learn about teamwork, and who better to teach them than their drill instructors. Before leaving boot camp, they will be instilled with the requisite qualities of honor, discipline, dignity, and compassion. It is the charge of the DIs to ensure that these qualities exist in every recruit before they will be called Marines.
These recruits are entrusted in my care.
These recruits are entrusted in my care.
I will train them to the best of my ability.
I will train them to the best of my ability.
I will develop them into smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained Marines, thoroughly indoctrinated, love of foreign country. I will demand of them, as demonstrated by my own example, the highest standards, personal conduct, morality, professional skills.
Only those who prove they have what it takes to complete recruit training will ever be considered for assignment to Marine Barracks 8th&I. So if any of these hard chargers have aspirations of performing with the silent drill platoon, they have to make a good showing now. The audition has begun.
My name is Joe on the Star House. So sir, and get your ass on me!
Mine, sir! Oh, mine, huh? Oh, you're mine now! How about this, Private? How about that? Sir!
Those who earn the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor will be sharply disciplined, inspection ready, and fiercely proud of their accomplishment. They will be thoroughly familiar with Marine Corps history and its heroes, and the traditions of the Corps will be embedded in the deepest recesses of their soul. Now they're ready for the next test. With step one of the 8th&I selection process, boot camp, now completed, the new Marines report next to the School of Infantry at either Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, or Camp Pendleton, California. Here they will all be trained in the basic skills of an infantryman. After completion of their individual combat training, some will go on to more technical job specialties, and a few will stay on to complete advanced infantry training. These new infantrymen, often referred to as grunts, make up the pool from which future 8th&I Marines will emerge.
not meet the height requirement, please.
Every Marine considered for assignment to 8th&I will undergo intense scrutiny. A team of screening professionals from the barracks will put each candidate under the microscope. Literally and figuratively, they will check to see if these Marines measure up to the standards that are required for assignment to the oldest post of the Corps.
We're looking for maturity, we're looking for poise, bearing, how well they handle themselves. For the purpose of my, I guess if you want to call it interrogation, I turn on the heat with them just a little bit to see how they handle answering questions under pressure.
The standards are very high. The workload can be grueling at some time. It can challenge you physically. It can challenge you mentally.
For that reason, we have to screen and pick the people who seem to have that cut above discipline-wise and are able to deal with the diversity of commitments that's going to require them to, in some cases, be pulled in a lot of different directions at one time.
8th&I is the keeper of the faith, tradition, history, and all Marines are required to keep the faith, to keep the history, to keep the tradition. The Marine that is assigned to 8th&I lives and breeds tradition, history, the true meaning of the Marine.
What we want to do is we want to take a few Marines back.
It's especially important that strict selection criteria be used because of the high visibility that duty at 8th&I brings. In the case of the marching Marines, they must conform to even tougher standards that consider everything from their height to their complexion. Certain eliminating factors are looked for first in the screening process. To make the initial cut, they must be between 71 and 74 inches tall when wearing boots. And because the physical demands are so great, they can have no major medical problems, especially with the back and knees. In fact, they must be in superior physical condition. And because the Marines assigned to 8th&I may find themselves on special security duty, they must also be able to qualify for a top-level security clearance. To do this, they have to have exceptionally clean civilian and military records. Even too many parking tickets could eliminate a candidate from consideration. Finally, after successful completion of their training at the School of Infantry, those that make the grade will report for duty at the oldest post of the Corps.